What if I told you the data that just came out could completely flip the silver market overnight? And the move toward $100 silver might not be speculation anymore, but a setup already in motion? Right now, something unusual is happening behind the scenes, and most retail investors haven't caught on yet. Big money is positioning, supply signals are tightening, and price behavior is starting to hint at a breakout that could shock the entire market. If you're holding silver, or even thinking about it, you need to pay very close attention to what's unfolding right now. Before we go deeper, make sure you hit like and subscribe, because here on Silver Signal, we break down the real signals behind the silver market, not the noise. If you want to stay ahead of major moves like this, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with what just changed. The latest market data is showing a combination that we almost never see all at once. Physical demand is rising again, especially from industrial sectors like solar and electronics. At the same time, supply growth is not keeping up. Mining output has been relatively flat, and in some regions it's actually declining. That alone creates pressure, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. Now add to that the behavior of institutional investors. Recent reports show increased accumulation of silver through ETFs and large contracts. This isn't random. Smart money doesn't move without a reason. When institutions start building positions quietly, it often means they expect a bigger move ahead. And here's where it gets interesting. The gold to silver ratio is still historically high. That means silver is undervalued compared to gold. In previous cycles, whenever this ratio starts to drop, silver tends to outperform gold dramatically. We're talking about explosive moves, not slow growth. If that shift begins now, it could act as fuel for a rapid price expansion. But the biggest signal might be coming from the macro side. Inflation pressure hasn't fully disappeared, interest rates remain uncertain, and global economic tension continues to rise. In this kind of environment, hard assets like silver start to attract attention again, not just as a commodity, but as a hedge. Now think about this. Silver isn't just a store of value like gold. It's also a critical industrial metal. That means it benefits from both sides, economic uncertainty and technological growth. This dual demand is what makes silver unique. And when both sides heat up at the same time, prices don't just rise, they accelerate. Let's talk about price action. Recently, silver has been testing key resistance levels multiple times. Each time it gets rejected, but the pullbacks are getting weaker. That's a classic sign of accumulation. It shows that buyers are stepping in earlier and earlier, not waiting for big dips. This kind of structure often leads to a breakout, because eventually the selling pressure runs out. Now, does this confirm $100 silver? Not yet. Anyone telling you it's guaranteed is oversimplifying the market. But what we are seeing is a setup that makes such a move more realistic than it has been in years. Let's break it down further. For silver to reach $100, we would likely need a combination of continued supply constraints, rising industrial demand, and a broader shift in investor sentiment toward precious metals. None of these factors alone would be enough, but together, they create a powerful foundation. And right now, we are seeing early signs of all three. Another important detail is how retail investors are reacting. So far, interest is still relatively low compared to past hype cycles. That's actually a good thing. Major bull runs often start when the crowd is still on the sidelines. By the time everyone is talking about silver hitting $100, a large part of the move may already be over. This is why timing matters. Not in the sense of predicting the exact day or price, but in recognizing when the conditions are aligning. Let's not ignore the risks either. The silver market is volatile. Price swings can be sharp and unpredictable. Short-term corrections are normal even in strong uptrends. If you're watching this market, you need to think long-term and avoid getting shaken out by temporary moves. Also, keep an eye on the dollar. A strong dollar can put pressure on silver prices, while a weakening dollar tends to support them. Right now, the dollar is in a mixed position, which adds another layer of uncertainty. But here's the key takeaway. The latest data doesn't confirm $100 silver as a certainty, but it does confirm that the foundation for a major move is building. And once momentum starts in a market like silver, it can move faster than most people expect. Think back to previous cycles. Silver has a history of lagging behind, and then suddenly catching up in explosive fashion. When it moves, it doesn't ask for permission. It just goes. So the real question is not, will it hit $100 tomorrow? The real question is, are we entering the phase where that kind of move becomes possible? And based on what we're seeing right now, the answer is getting closer to yes. This is why channels like Silver Signal exist, because by the time mainstream media starts confirming these trends, it's often too late to take full advantage. The goal is to see the signals early, understand them clearly, and position yourself wisely. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think $100 silver is realistic in this cycle, or is the market still too early for that kind of move? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your perspective matters, and these discussions help everyone see the bigger picture. And if you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to share this video with anyone who's watching the markets right now. The more people understand what's really happening, the better decisions they can make. Stay sharp, stay informed, and keep watching the signals.